HB 1927 would place handguns in the same classification as a long rifle, which currently can be carried in public without a state license. To consider this controversial constitutional issue, a special committee was formed.
Senate Committee on Constitutional Issues will come to order.
The legislation is sponsored by State Senator Charles Schwertner.
We are moving with all deliberate speed on this bill now because now, more than ever, Texans want to make sure that their Second Amendment rights are not only protected, but restored.
Schwertner told committee members that the bill does not do away with federal background checks or prevents gun-free zones, and people with gang affiliations could not carry a gun under this bill. But Senator Juan Hinojosa voiced concern that additional screenings may not be done for things like mental health, warrants, as well as domestic and traffic offenses.
So we're doing away with those checks.
No, Senator, I respectfully disagree on that.
He bought at a gun show. Right?
This bill is not about gun shows.
Before the hearing began, the tone was set by a group of Texas police chiefs.
Weakening regulations and effectively eliminating training requirements is not the direction that we should be going right now.
The committee spent the day hearing from more than 170 people.
What message does this send to Texans after 25 years of a system that works to now say, we were wrong, training is optional, it's not that important after all?
HB 1927 helps the poor with at least the license aspect so they can protect their families.
There are 20 states that allow permitless carry. It was argued some states saw an increase in people getting a permit and training, while other states saw an increase in assaults with guns.
I intend to pass this bill out of committee today and onto the entire Senate next week.
The legislation, which has already cleared the House, was initially considered to be DOA in the state Senate. But Governor Greg Abbott, in a recent radio interview, helped give it new life.
Once the Senate passes it out, the House and Senate will convene and work out any differences and get it to my desk, and I'll be signing it.
Senator Schwertner said a state gun permit will remain in place for those who need one to travel to states that still require a license. He also released a list of amendments for the coming floor debate. They include eliminating a fee for gun permits, setting up a DPS online training course, a criminal offense for carrying a gun while drunk, and enhancing penalties for those who commit a felony with a gun. At the state capitol, Rudy Koski, Fox 7 Austin News.